Hi guys, this is Andy from Lone Apple Acres slash Vines Maple Syrup at the moment. This is our syrup season. We got some leaks we got to fix in the bush, so here we go. We have a new menace this year. We're used to always having, anybody that's made any syrup is gonna probably have some disdain for squirrels. This year we found a new problem animal. I'm not saying I don't like animals. I know how everybody gets all worked up about that. But we have a new animal that's given us some grief with our main lines. Woodpeckers. This is the first time ever that we've had woodpecker holes. So what they're doing is they walk along the top of the line, and just like this little guy here, they poke a hole right in the top, and then they walk down the line a little bit, and they poke another hole, and they'll do that for like 20 feet of sections. I've actually replaced a big section right here, and I just missed one hole, so, or there's one about 20 feet down, so I'm just gonna put a splice in here. So all I'm doing is, this is one of our main lines. So any holes or leaks at all, everything's under vacuum, so any leaks really shows up on your pump, and you want to try to have as high a vacuum as you can get away with, because the more vacuum, the more sap, and that's the goal, right? More syrup. So you gotta be pretty diligent about going and working in the bush and fixing all these leaks, or you end up losing sap and you end up losing money. So I'm gonna fix this. So what I gotta do is, I got this guy here. I don't know what these are called. We had a guy that worked for us, but he used to call them begeezers. So that's what we call them. They are definitely not called that, but that's what we call them. I'm gonna use the begeezers to cut out this chunk and fix it, and then probably another hour or so, it's starting to warm up, we'll turn on the pumps and hopefully not have any other leaks. That's part of the problem, is when you have leaks like that, with such, like the vacuum pumps that we're running draw about 28 inches of vacuum, and if you have a hole like that, as soon as it gets liquid in it, under vacuum, the liquid will freeze at even above 0 temperatures, so like 3 or 4 degrees, that'll freeze solid, and then the liquid is still running into the pipe because it's warm. It just backs up and freezes your whole main line. So we got to get those all changed because they make problems. This whole thing is under quite a bit of pressure. We have like airplane cable that supports it, and it's pretty taut. So if I was to pop these off, these two lines would just kind of shoot apart from each other, and then I'd have to put a chunk in to fix it. With this guy here, I can hold that pressure and just stretch them open, then pull it back together. So that's the plan anyway. I'm going to use a PVC 1.25 inch coupling here. I normally would not. I would much prefer to have a stainless steel one, but because of all the holes we had this year, like, I honestly have probably fixed 30 woodpecker chews in our main lines this year, and I've used up all the stainless ones, and I can't even order anymore. The whole COVID thing, everything's taken forever to get here, and I need it fixed, so I'm gonna use a PVC one. The PVC ones are way cheaper, but this black pipe, this poly, has such a high coefficient of expansion that on really cold days it'll actually pull that PVC coupling right out in the middle of the winter or a real cold day in syrup season, it'll pull that apart just because the line will contract so much. I know it seems like when you watch how hard it is to get it in there, that wouldn't happen, but it has happened many times to us. So if you guys have maple syrup operations, I know they're way more expensive, use stainless steel. Saves you a headache down the road.
Woodpeckers. But not during maple syrup season.
Not during maple syrup season. They're like squirrels. Squirrels are great when they eat nuts instead of plastic 5/16 maple syrup lines.